Following takes place between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m.
The Lone Liberal. A fiery phone and a voice of might, a cloud of dust, and a hearty...
I will not tolerate being lectured to about playing nice.
The Lone Liberal, Lynn Cullen.
And the word for the day, penultimate. Penultimate. A lot of people misuse that one. Penultimate means the next to last. And that's what this show is today. Welcome to the penultimate edition of the Lynn Cullen Show, as currently constituted. It just occurred to me that it could show up someplace else, so this may in fact not be the penultimate. It's the penultimate edition of as things stand now. For those of you who still don't know, and how you don't, I don't know, but, tomorrow is my last show here at this place. And as far as I know, this is pretty much the end of the station. As Lynn goes, so goes the station. And as I'm going, so's the station. It's going to be gone. Replaced by something called WMNY, right? Money. And that will be all money all the time. So, we've been engaging in a little bit of nostalgia and... keep in touch and the long goodbye and all that. And just so it doesn't get out of hand today, I'm the next 2 hours of the show, doesn't help you people on the television side at all, but the next 2 hours of the show we're giving over to a girlfriend show. Just because those are always easy and silly and lighter, and I'll be joined by my girlfriends, Kid Ayers, Joanne Rogers, and Sally Wiggin. So we'll do that upright and have some fun, okay? And other than that, I don't know. And then tomorrow we'll just do our regular Friday show. Although I don't know if Delano's going to be with us, because I'm assuming he's out in Denver. Of course, there's such a thing as a telephone, but on the other hand, it's awful early and stuff. Then, whatever. Whatever. I've always flown by the seat of my pants, and we will fly by the seat of our pantses. Our pantses? Until the bitter end in about 6 hours. That's not true. In 6 hours of my radio time. I'm all discombobulated this week, and it's not because of the end of this particular gig. It's because of the Democratic Convention, which is keeping me up past my bedtime. And then I find myself unable to sort of unwind. So I'm not getting the Z's I need. But I got a lot of adrenaline pumping. So anyway, so what'd you think last night? We're doing a little. I thought Bill did okay. I thought Biden did okay. I was sort of expecting more from him. I thought the best speech, the one that got to me most, and I really tried to watch the convention, I thought the best speech I happened to hear was Biden's son. And I don't know if like CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, and all those jerks played it. I'm willing to bet they didn't. I don't know. But he introduced his father, and it was a powerful speech, a wonderful speech. And his son, I guess, is about ready to deploy to Iraq. He's the Attorney General of Delaware, but he's in the Delaware National Guard, and he's being called up. So he's not even going to be in the country during the campaign. He's about to ship out. And he never really even mentioned that in the speech. I mean, I know that. I guess I knew that from other sources. And he made some oblique reference to, I'm not going to be here with my dad. So I need you, but he didn't say why. But it was an impressive speech, and it was a wonderful profile of his father, who's obviously a pretty wonderful human being. So, I don't know. What do you? Hillary, did the thing and handed it off to Barack and did it well, and the party looks pretty dang unified. Never mind, there's some horrible, ugly letter to the editor in the PG today from some god-awful woman talking about, when hell freezes over, will she... And I'll vote for Obama. If you want to know when I'll vote for Obama, you can check the weather forecast for hell. That I think that was the last line, but I really think in terms of Hillary supporters, ugly people like that are few and far between. Whatever. Okay, so what's interesting? I'm sure it's been pointed out, but I haven't. So since I haven't, I'm going to do it. The last two Democratic Party vice presidential candidates, are not only nowhere to be seen as Joe Biden joined them as a Democratic vice presidential candidate, but they're persona non grata, because in 2000, the Democrats ran who? Gore Lieberman. In 2004, the Democrats ran Carrie Edwards. So you got neither Lieberman nor Edwards are, neither is at the convention. Lieberman, because he's packing up to go to the Republican convention, the god-awful turncoat, and Edwards, because, of course, everybody's very, very angry with him. I mean, I think either of them, Lieberman would be the one who'd actually be beaten up if he ended up on the floor. I mean, the floor of the convention. He'd be pummeled. So, I'll tell you, makes you wonder where Biden's going to be in 4 years. I don't know. I sure as heck hope he's in the White House somewhere. Okay, so there's just some idle meanderings on my part. There's all these strange confluences of anniversaries. Today is the 40th. Barack Obama will accept the nomination of the Democratic Party tonight. 45 years to the day after the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. gave his I Have a Dream speech. That's powerful stuff. And there have been these other confluences throughout. And whatever. I don't know if that's happenstance or something larger at work. So you know the number, and I can see the board's already full, and I guess we'll just get it on, huh? Because this is the hour we have to talk today. 412-333-1360 is the phone number. Okay? Let me get a break out of the way, and then we'll come back. I'll turn it over to you guys. You're the backbone of the show and always have been, and man, am I going to miss you. I'm Lynn Cullen. It's AM News Talk, 1360. Welcome back to the show, and let's go to the phones. Here's Matt in the Hill District. Hi, Matt. Matt? Hello? Gone? Well, then here's Bill in Morgantown. Hi, Bill.
Hello, Lynn.
Hi.
Hi. I just couldn't let you go without, telling you how, I don't know how to tell you how much I appreciate over the years and how much I'm going to miss not being able to turn on the radio and hear you in the morning.
Well, thank you.
I've been with you a long time in the old station, and then you, disappeared from there, and I couldn't find you.
That's my 10-year plan. I do that every 10 years.
I moved here to Morgantown, and then I couldn't pick up the signal, so I was running around to Radio Shack and trying to get a radio I could pick you up with. I called Claire and asked him about how I could put up an antenna, but anyway, I finally found you on the internet, for which I'm thankful, and I hope I can find you again soon. It's really hard to believe you won't be around to help us celebrate Barack's victory, or God forbid.
God forbid. Yeah, well, I agree. I mean, that's a really extra special hard part of this, the timing, because I wanted to see this campaign through, and I'm really sorry, but I'll be haranguing anyone in shouting distance. So.
Yeah, look, I learned a lot from you, and I remember one thing you said about don't agonize, organize, and that's what I'm thinking about. You're leaving, instead of agonizing, or try to call other radio stations and tell them how much we would like to have you picked up. So.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you, Bill. I'll miss you too. Let's hope we meet up again.
Right.
Bye.
That's fine.
Okay,
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. This is painful. If you want to talk about the convention, it's okay. Oh, you know who else gave a good speech last night? John Kerry. I don't know if they covered it either, but he did a really, really good speech. I don't know. I'm sick of the speeches. I want to get to the meat of it. I want to get it on, as they say. Hi, Jane. How are you?
Hi, Lynn. I wanted to say that it's a sad day in this country when the voice of America is silenced by the powers that be. For the last 8 to 12 years, you've been the voice of reason and allowed us sane people to maintain our sanity and during the insanity of of what's been going on with this country.
The Bush, you're talking about the Bush debacle?
Yeah, the total debacle. You were in on it right from the beginning. You were able to, see that as well as the last 4 years of the Clinton administration with all the impeachment proceedings that disrupted our government, that disrupted, the senators from paying attention to the problems of this country, and it took the attention of even Clinton from the problems of the country to trying to save his hide during the impeachment. But we want to thank you for that. And I want to say, too, that, John Kerry, I was going to say, was a very good speaker. I thought he was the best speaker yesterday. He had the passion that he didn't seem to have when he was...
I know. I was thinking the same thing. I said, where was this passion? Maybe it was there, but I don't know. He was passionate. He was saying they're not going to do it to us this time. No swift boating, no this, no that. Although they sure as heck are going to try.
Right. Well, but at least we're aware of a lot of their tactics, and I hate to see them realize their tactic in getting you off the air. The timing, I think, for them is the right time. The timing is not by accident. But anyway, we wish you well, and thanks for being the voice of reason and for keeping us sane.
Well, thank you, Jane. I know we all commiserated together. Thank you so much. I don't know. How could I have been keeping you guys sane when I was losing my mind? How's that work? Mary, South Hills.
Hey, Lynn, sorry to hear that you're going. I was wondering if you were watching CNN, did the commercials for John McCain reach you a little bit as they would do wonderful speeches and all of a sudden you'd get an ad for John McCain for president?
I saw a little bit of that because I sort of told myself I wasn't going to watch CNN or MSNBC last night. I was just going to watch C-SPAN, but I flitted around a little bit. Well, yeah, it was always sort of took the air out of you and reminded you of the fight we're in. But, that's the McCain campaign can buy time wherever they want, and I can assure you the Democrats will be returning the favor during the Republican convention.
I hope that they do.
Well, sure they will.
Also, are you going to TiVo the speech tonight and watch the Steelers, or are you going to TiVo the Steelers and watch the convention?
I'm just watching the convention because I've never been into preseason football.
Okay.
Oh, is that considered? That was the wrong answer, wasn't it?
No.
Let me just tell you, I don't even know how to
make light of a bad situation, but
I don't know how to TiVo. TiVo. I still couldn't figure out how to hook up my VCR to. Remember the way you used to TiVo?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll flip around. But preseason, it's always left me a little cold.
Left you a little cold.
Yes, it has. But
okay.
Mary,
well, best of luck in the future.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
If you want to know the truth, I didn't even know the Steelers are playing tonight. That's how out of it I am. Who are they playing? You don't know? Kind of a Pittsburgher are you? Jeez.
I've been doubling the last few nights and watching the convention, so.
By doubling, he means working a second job. Matt is representative of the current state of America. He works about 16 hours a day, sleeps about 3 hours a night, does both jobs extraordinarily well, and gets paid crap. I think that summed it up, didn't it? Okay, what else we got going here? John in Greensburg, go ahead. Oops, no. There you are. Hi.
Lenny, we hardly knew ye.
Yeah, I'm afraid you knew me too well.
And that'll be my last ever attempt at an Irish brogue, considering my ancestors hail about as far from the Emerald Isle as you can get, unless you're from Madagascar. And my last maudlin meandering, although I'll wish you, all the best, of course.
Thank you.
So let me go out, kind of fired up and ranting the way I was when I first came in.
Oh, go ahead.
The best speech of the night was John Kerry's. I thought the worst speech was Joe Biden's, primarily because the Democrats should be there to bury John McCain, not to praise him.
Yeah, I'm sick of the praise.
To paraphrase the Bard.
Yeah, I'm really sick of this, and he's my... problem is, this is what happens when you get all these senators running. They are all friends. He's my friend.
You won't hear that from John McCain about Barack Obama or about Joe Biden at the Republican convention. You will not.
Well,
absolutely not. And I'm a little tired of John McCain attempting to counter every political gaffe, every exposure of foreign policy ignorance, or every example of personal dishonorable behavior.
With I was a POW?
With I was a POW.
And by the way, did I tell you I was a POW?
Yes, it's true. My campaign's tried to paint Barack Obama as an out-of-touch elitist, unconnected to the common man. And yes, it's true that I left my first wife, who was disabled at the time, and our children to have an affair and then marry a beer heiress worth hundreds of millions of dollars. And we own so many houses, I don't even know how many I have. But I only had like one house for 5 years. It was the Hanoi Hilton. I was a POW. Sure, I can't tell Sunnis from Shiites, but I was a POW. That means I have foreign policy experience. I mean, yeah, I was involved.
No,
in
it means you have POW experience.
And my wife had. I try to defend the savings and loan industry from federal oversight and regulation. And sure, my wife, the beer heiress, had financial interests in the savings and loan industry, but I was a POW. That means everything I do is honorable. And even when I do something dishonorable, it has to be excused because come on. It was over 40 years ago.
Right.
It's played out. Enough already.
All right. Well. Listen, when you don't got nothing, you gotta go with what you got, and they figure that's what they got.
That's all they've got.
That's all they've got is trying to paint this, African American kid with a single, mom, and who got where he got by dint of nothing more than hard work and his intellectual capacity, to paint him as an elitist. When McCain literally does not know how many homes he owns.
Son and grandson of admirals, who was admitted to the Naval Academy only because of whom his father and grandfather were.
Because he was too stupid to get in otherwise, and even then he graduated at the bottom of his class. The guy,
bottom of his class.
Listen, but all of that, what you're saying, all of that stands him in good stead with Americans because,
Did you hear Mitt Romney's comment about how it was just another example of Barack Obama's elitism to criticize the McCains for having too many houses to count because they achieved success through hard work and dedication. I think it's hard work and dedication.
She inherited it, and he married it.
She's not even involved. She's an absolute owner of the business.
You're getting me too worked up. Stop it. Get out of here. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Forever. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Maybe.
Well, maybe not. Let's hope not. Gee whiz. By dint of hard work, she inherited it. He married it. God. Jeez. Never let the truth get in your way when you're running on the Republican ticket. Never let facts provide any impediments for reaching where you're wanting to go. As opposed to Democrats who spend their convention saying, John McCain is an honorable man. He has served his country well. I'm thinking, did I tune into the wrong convention here? What the hell is going on? I'm surprised they didn't mention every 2 minutes that oh, they did. He's a POW. All right already. He got shot down. He survived a horrific experience. That makes him capable of being the President of the United States? I don't think so. I'm Lynn Cullen. It's AM News Talk 1360. Okie doke. Welcome back. Phone number 412-333-1360. And to the phones, Maurice. Hi.
Hi, Lynn.
Hi.
I'm really going to miss you.
I'll miss you too.
Been with you for a long time. Back when you were on TIE, I used to watch you do all your little side spots and viewer mail and all.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, first thing I wanted to mention was to Tony. You know, I drive a taxi, and whenever he's ready, I hope he's listening. Whenever he's ready, if he wants to get up to Animal Friends, if he needs a ride, you know how to get in contact with me. Give him my number and tell him to call me. I'll take him up and bring him back complimentary.
Wow, there it is again, this community we created. Thank you.
The second thing was, I don't know if you ever heard of TalkShoe. But
yes.
You have heard of it?
Yes, yes.
I don't know if that would be a possibility for you to have a venue, at least during the election, to be able to disseminate information and have the community kind of maybe stay together, but it's something to think about.
Okay.
And the third thing, and this is the last thing, I want to start a campaign called Help a Sister Out. And
what is it called?
Help a Sister Out.
Help a Sister Out.
Yeah, but you got to say it the right way.
Oh.
You say it, Help a Sister Out, S-I-S-T-A, Help a Sister Out.
Help a Sister Out.
That's right, there you go. And what that means is since I'm starting it, I want to kick it off. As long as you're not on the air, I want to offer you complimentary cab rides, whether it's to the grocery store or to the symphony or it's to the airport, anywhere you need to go so you can save on gas, you and Sam. And I'd like to call for all the merchants who advertise it with you to do the same thing. So you should get complimentary shoes from Little, complimentary massages from Heather Wimbish, and complimentary food from Affair to Remember, which is delicious. We eat there, too. Complimentary furniture from Enchantments, or complimentary clothes and purses from Pursuits, and, of course, complimentary windows from Castle Windows, and brunch at the inn, and any other merchant that listens to you should do the same thing. And I want to kick it off with the Help a Sister Out campaign until you get back on the air.
I like this idea. I do like this idea. You are a dear. Hey, thank you so much,
Bye,
Maurice. Bye. Goodbye. Bye. This guy, what a great caller. Just a smart cookie. Smart cookie and a generous heart. For those not understanding the allusion that he made to Tony, one of our callers who always calls in and talks so fast that there's never a breath taken, and he's always talking about the fact that the only thing in his life that loved him was his dog, his best friend. Tony's dog died yesterday. And there's just been this outpouring of, I can't tell you how many emails I've gotten, people wanting to help. And Tony, you know, if you're listening, that's all there for you. And you can call. Matt's going to be here after I'm gone. He's going to be in here, right? And you just call, although they won't have that number. Just call the station and ask for Matt. And there's a lot of people wanting to help you, including you heard Maurice, who, when you're ready, will help you get down to Animal Friends to get your new best friend. I know it's early. I'm telling you, this is the part that makes it hard. This is not just a radio show. I'm not just a talk jock. We're family, and we've been family for decades. And we want to be there for each other, and we have been there for each other. And you guys have suffered through the tragedies in my life and my family's life. You have provided so much comfort and support. And I know Susan, my sister, told you that on Tuesday as well. How much your kind wishes and support meant when Matt was killed in Iraq. And you know, there's no replacing that. This ain't just a radio show. And anybody who says it is doesn't know what they're talking about. This is a community we created. So, well, before I get too maudlin, before I force myself into copious weeping, let's get back to the phones, okay? Feel free to talk about the convention. Feel free to talk about how the Democrats just don't have the bloodlust they need to win. I don't know. They worry me. Man, they worry me. Matt, Hill District. Hi.
Yes. I'd like to look at the overall picture last night. And the most important question was that it reinvigorate people. The speeches last night to put people on track to get ready to go and work to get the White House. And I feel, as a committee person, I've been totally burnt out over the months, and I haven't been to no political affairs or rallies. After putting 35 years in, you get tired of doing these things, and it gets repetitive. But I did feel reinvigorated last night. Clinton had a phrase word there, and everyone needs to use it about the power. Let's show the goodness of our power, and let's not show them the strength of our power. And I think we need to use that as Democrats. It was a very catchy phrase.
No, he said the power of our example.
Right.
America used to be known for the power of our example,
okay.
And now the Bush and Cheney regime has made us known for the example of our power.
Right. Well, I think that's a phrase word that should catch on, and they need to get bumper stickers made.
Yeah.
And I think that, but it reinvigorated me. But let me just say, Lynn, that with your leaving, you brought so much to the table. You let people talk and just express yourselves and talk about your personal experiences. You've been patient with that. We'll miss you with your castle windows, and they need to give you some free castle windows. I concur with the last caller. But you meant so much to this community, and just carry on, be strong. And I don't think this was a coincidence. I think they did that because you reached a lot of people. You let people talk, express yourselves, and there's big higher-ups. And I said a long time ago with Colin Powell's son, when they deregulated radio stations and allow the wealthy to purchase 3 and 4 stations, I knew this was going to come to this here. But I wish you well in your endeavors, and just be strong, and we'll see you again. And never say goodbye, And the cream always rises to the top in a cup of coffee, and you have showed to be the cream of the crop here in Pittsburgh radio talk shows, and I wish you well in your endeavors.
Thank you.
Farewell.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you, and thank you for all your wonderful contributions. Love you guys. Steve, Pleasant Hills, what's up?
Hi, Lynn.
Hi.
I think one of the best things that's come out of this convention so far, this convention's been good for Obama, but I think it's been great for Michelle, and I'm not even talking about the speech. In the last couple of days, she's a lot like my wife. I think she puts up a front, and she's real guarded, and she's very protective of her husband and her family, which aren't necessarily bad traits, but somehow she's been painted as this angry, scary monster. And in the last couple of days, we've been able to see her hug and kiss and smile and laugh. And then yesterday, whenever Beau Biden was giving his speech about his mother's car accident, and they showed her crying, that was so real. And I think it was real to a lot of people who hadn't connected to her before.
Yeah. Well, I think the more you get to know people, the less these cartoonish caricatures, these monstrous caricatures that the Republicans like to draw to scare people, since that's always their MO, scare people. They cannot hold against getting to see and know the people. And I hope you're right that a lot of people are getting to see Michelle Obama, Barack Obama, the family, the Bidens, and these people do not look scary. They look like people you can absolutely identify with, and they look like the future. Let's hope, Steve.
Yeah, we're going to continue to hope, Lynn.
Take
care.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Ted, don't say it.
What's going on?
Nah. See, that's the last time we'll have that little go around.
Nah.
What's going on? What's going on, Lynn?
First of all, I'd like to thank you for your talent and your just graciousness. And also, those bums in management, they don't know what they're doing. You got way too much talent, and also, you're a tough cookie. You'll be back.
Yeah.
You just got too much talent. Only thing I wish, don't go to Wisconsin. We got to go down there and get you back.
No, I'm not. I have to. Pittsburgh's my town. I'm
Just checking, just in case.
Okay.
If you go across the border, we may have to hunt you down.
Okay. All right. Ted, thank you.
Yeah. And real quick about the convention.
Yeah.
Democrats should win big time. I'm waiting for McCain to do two things. Pick a VP that's out of the mainstream.
It's going to be Romney.
I heard Lieberman, though.
No, I don't think so.
You don't
It'll
think
be
so?
Romney.
And also, I can't wait for him to throw Bush under the bus because he's going to have to. He's going to have to.
I don't know how he can. There's all
exactly. And when he does, it's over.
Yeah. Hey, Ted. Well, I hope you're right. Thank you.
You take it easy.
You too. Bye. Yeah. Bye. Yeah. Lieberman? Come on. Oh, come on. No, I don't think the Republicans couldn't handle that. They think McCain is too liberal. Lieberman, forget about it. That ain't happening. I'm afraid it's Romney, who is their best shot. But, God, what these old... How could America possibly throw in its lot again with these incompetent people who have brought us to this point, who have squandered our wealth and squandered our integrity? There's no forgiving that, the squandering of our integrity, the tying of America now with torture and rendition and attacking countries that have not attacked us. God, that's the road we want to go down? Count me out. Good Lord. All right, I'll take a break. I'm Lynn Cullen. It's AM News Talk 1360. All righty, guys. I just got an email from somebody saying, what's going on? What are you guys talking about? What do you mean? So people just... I've been let go. Tomorrow's my last show. The station is changing formats and call letters and everything. It will cease to exist, and I'm out of work. That's what's going on. Okay? People are saying goodbye. And Conrad is in Aspinwall. Hi, Conrad.
Hi, Lynn.
Hi.
I haven't called very often, but I've listened for a lot of years, and I'm going to miss you a lot. You've been a grand companion.
Thank you.
And I want to talk about something that a caller mentioned when Anthony was on earlier in the week.
Mm-hmm.
Something about McCain having made some propaganda films for North Vietnam.
Yeah.
Is that a fact?
I believe it is, but I think were made under, obvious duress.
Yeah, but what about the guys who didn't make them?
I have no idea. I don't know.
That worries me a little bit.
Okay. I just think the whole POW thing is not particularly germane one way or the other.
Well, I don't either, but it's used a lot on the Republican side.
Yes. That's all they got. By the way,
right.
Did you hear he was a POW? Okay, Conrad, I don't pretend to know about that, but I do believe that there were some, yes, he did appear in some things that, didn't he? Matt, do you know about this? You're not sure either. Matt's got a look on his face that he doesn't know.
I had heard such things, but obviously when you're tortured...
You might say things.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, at some point you say and do things just to end the torture.
Well, one of the reasons McCain has been against torture is because he says that it doesn't elicit, fact. It elicits exactly what your torturers want to hear. So he would know that firsthand. Hey, Conrad, thank you for your kind words. I appreciate it. I'm just trying to get as many folks in as I can here. Jennifer in Observatory Hill. Hi.
Hi, Lynn.
Hi.
I just wanted to say that I have really enjoyed listening to you over the years, and I find myself, with most talk radio, I can't listen for more than a few minutes, whether it's Randy Rhodes or Fred Hansberger or somebody else, because they seem to project their issues all over their airwaves, and that's difficult, and you don't do that. And also, some of the shows you've had have just kept me laughing for years when I think about them.
Oh, that's great. So, that means a lot to me, because if I could really do anything, that's what I'd really like to do, is keep people laughing. There's nothing particularly funny going on right now. But...
No, and I wanted to make a comment about the convention. It's been striking me as kind of low-key, and I thought it was a couple of things. Obama will get attacked if he does anything other than be low-key. If he starts saying, well, look, these people are bums and thieves and criminals.
Yeah, then he's a scary, angry black guy.
Right.
And if he doesn't get angry, then he's a scary, aloof, who the hell does he think, elitist black guy. So, again, you just have to deal head-on with these things. But I do agree. It seems low-key to me, too, and I don't like it.
The other thing I thought that might be the case is the talking heads. They're on 24/7, and they're still talking. And if they didn't talk and they let the speeches go on, I think that would have more of an impact.
Well, there's
on the viewer, because they're so used to hearing these 10-minute snips.
Right. No, there's no doubt that's true. And last night, I pretty much just watched on C-SPAN. It's a much more different experience, and it's definitely the way to do it. The talking heads can, recycle the same verbiage just so many times. It's boring, it's dull, and they literally suck the wind out of these events. So
it becomes white noise.
Yeah. I would say tonight, do yourself a favor and watch the coverage that just gives you the straight experience, and don't let them filter it for you. Okay. That's my last suggestion to you, Jennifer.
Okay.
All right.
I'm still bitter over Bush.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Take care, Liz.
Bye. Bye. Bush. God almighty. God help us. Unbelievable. Joey in Beachview. Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I just wanted to get my 2 cents worth in and offer you my best wishes from both me and David.
Thank you.
And hope to hear you back on the air soon. We've been following you for many years now. And, we're going to miss you. We hope to hear you soon.
Thank you. I hope you will hear me soon, too. We'll keep our fingers crossed, okay? And thank you, Joey, for the calls over the years. I feel like I know you guys. I really do. Mary in the North Hills, hi.
Hi, Lynn. I'm not calling to say goodbye because I can't.
Okay.
I said it on my email, and I can't say it. I've been ill for a year, and you were my reason to get out of bed in the morning.
Oh.
A couple things about the convention. Thank you for telling us about C-SPAN. You're at a different convention.
Isn't it the truth?
My husband and I could not believe how we loved last night. It was just like a different convention.
Yeah.
So thank you, and tell people about that, because we were missing half the convention.
You're more than half of the convention.
You're not kidding. All we saw were commercials.
You saw commercials and a few little snippets, and mostly you just saw their... Well, you're missing the convention. They're giving you 1/20th of it.
Right. Also, where is Al Gore?
He's there tonight.
Oh, okay.
So if you watch C-SPAN tonight, you're going to see Al Gore for sure,
good.
and he'll be speaking.
Okay, the other thing is, who was it? There were so many good speakers. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Who was it that said McCain, as a senator, believed that...
That was John Kerry.
Oh, that was John Kerry.
I believe that was Kerry.
The best thing said all night.
That was the best speech last night. He was saying McCain, the candidate, and McCain, the politician, the maverick, are absolutely two different people. And he pointed out this absolute. Flip-flop. It doesn't even apply. It's so
on everything.
beyond that.
I can't believe he was so good.
Yeah, he was wonderful, and he had a lot of passion. Yeah, John Kerry. That's who that was.
Okay, good luck.
Mary, good luck to you, and I'll try to get back so you can get out of bed without me.
Okay. Bye.
I love you. Bye-bye. Bye. Dang it. All right. Matt, what do I have here? 1 minute? Forgive me, folks who are hanging, but with 1 minute, I just want to again say that I don't know. Some of you have been so eloquent in the emails you've sent. I'm also asking you to send me your emails to Cullen Show at Yahoo, Cullen Show at Yahoo, all one word, of course, and let me know your email, and we're getting them all together so that if I end up someplace, I can send out a mass email and let all you know where we can reunite, because it certainly is my intent to work toward that end. I don't have a lot to say about it, my mother always said, you don't want to work for anybody. You want better your own peanut stand. That's what she said. Better your own peanut stand. Did I listen? No. Now I'm dealing with unemployment compensation. Cobra. Hey.